The Commonwealth, once a beacon of hope in the wasteland, now just another pile of rubble. Twisted metal and shattered concrete stretched out under a sickly sun. The air, thick with dust and the stench of decay, scratched at the back of your throat. This was Killa B's reality, a world choked by the sins of the past, struggling for each new dawn. He perched on a crumbling ledge, eyes scanning the horizon. His calloused fingers tightened around the stock of his rifle, a trusty companion in this desolate existence. He was a survivor, forged in the fires of a world gone mad. Every line on his face told a story, every scar a badge of honor. They called him Killa B, a name whispered in hushed tones. Some said he was a myth, a boogeyman of the wasteland. Others, a savior. He didn't care for labels. He was just a father searching for his son, a ghost haunting the ruins of a broken world. His son, Liam, snatched away years ago, taken by raiders, or maybe something worse. The memory was a raw wound, constantly open. Finding Liam was the only thing that kept him going. It was the fire in his belly, the reason he faced each sunrise. The wasteland was a crucible, testing the mettle of every soul foolish enough to wander its desolate expanse. Killa B had stared down raiders, scavengers, and things that defied description. He had fought tooth and nail for every scrap of food, every drop of water. He had faced down packs of feral ghouls, their eyes burning with a hunger that chilled him to the bone. He had outwitted raiders, their greed making them predictable, easy prey. He had even slain a deathclaw, its massive form now a monument to his tenacity, its skull a grim trophy mounted above his makeshift bed. Rumors. They spread through the wasteland like wildfire. Today, the whispers spoke of a place called the Institute, a fortress of technology ruled by an iron fist. Some said they held the key to restoring the world. Others, that they were the architects of its destruction. Today was different. Today, the rumors carried weight, resonated with a truth Killa B could feel in his bones. Today, the whispers spoke of his son, held captive within the Institute's cold, sterile walls. Hope, a dangerous thing in this world, flickered in his chest. Section 5. The Institute looms. The Institute. A steel monolith rising from the ashes, cold and imposing. It was a symbol of power, of control, of everything Killa B had come to despise. He infiltrated the facility under the cover of darkness, a phantom moving through the shadows. He moved with a practiced ease, a predator stalking its prey. Guards fell silently, their advanced weaponry no match for his cunning, his ruthlessness. He was a force of nature, unstoppable, driven by a father's love. Section 6. The Director's demise. He found the director in a sterile white room, surrounded by screens displaying his twisted vision of the future. The man was all cold calculation, devoid of empathy. He spoke of control, of order, of sacrificing the few for the needs of the many. "You took something from me," Killa B growled, his voice rough with barely suppressed rage. The director's eyes, cold and calculating, met his. There was no remorse, no recognition, only a chilling indifference. Killa B pulled the trigger. It wasn't about justice. It wasn't even about revenge. It was about sending a message. Section 7. From the ashes. The Institute burned. Flames consumed the cold steel and shattered glass, a pyre for the director's hubris. Killa B emerged from the inferno, carrying his son, weak but alive, in his arms. News of the Institute's destruction spread like wildfire. Hope, once a flickering ember, began to burn bright. People looked to him, the man who had toppled a tyrant, with a mix of fear and admiration. They saw a strength in him, a will to survive that mirrored their own. He had not sought power, but in the ashes of the Institute, he found it thrust upon him. Section 8. A New Dawn. The Commonwealth would be rebuilt, not as a monument to the past, but as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. They would learn from the mistakes of the old world, forge a new path together. It wouldn't be easy. There would be challenges, setbacks, and more sacrifices to be made. But under Killa B's leadership, guided by his unwavering determination, they would persevere. He looked out at the faces gathered around him, a sea of hope and uncertainty, and he knew this was only the beginning. The fight for survival never truly ended, but for the first time in a long time, Killa B allowed himself a sliver of hope. The future was uncertain, but together, they would face it. They would rebuild. They would survive.